In this repair video, we're going to be working on an Xbox Series X game console. And I want to show you a nice way on how to solder an HDMI port and combine all 19 pins as one. It's a new technique that people are using now, where you solder everything as one, all in one. That's it. Just apply one solder blob to all 19 pins and the job is done. The customer mailed this over. He attempted the repair and he said there's no signal on the screen. Right now we do not know if by shorting out all those pins, if there's anything else that went wrong with the board, but we're gonna desolder this connector and solder a new one and make it better than factory. You have the choice to either do 19 in one or to do one by one. It's up to you. I prefer to do it the hard way and do it one by one, because obviously 19 pins soldered on together did not work. If we check the connector from the inside, we do see that the connector is a brand new one. So this is a connector that the customer tried to solder, and this is not the old one. It's a new one. Right, so the area is clean, and now we're gonna solder our new HDMI connector. We're gonna apply Flux. And the Flux I'm using is Amtech 213. I just happened to grab the 213 one. You can purchase both the 559 and 213 off our site. We are one of the major resellers of Amtech Flux. We always have the freshest Flux in the market. Okay, so let's apply solder onto the tip here. And what we're gonna do is press down on the connector. We're applying heat all the way from the inside to the outside. So the pin is making a very good connection with the pad. And we're gonna go over this one more time, quick. And we should have very solid connections after we're done. All we have to do is solder the back for legs, but before we do so, let's double check on the pins. Solid, 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 solid. I'm not gonna keep saying solid, but you got the point. And every single pin is making a very solid connection. And look at that. Let's flip the board and solder the back, and hopefully everything will work out as it should. Now we can clean the back a bit before we apply Flux and solder. The back is good. The front is perfect. Look at the soldering. And let's go over the pins one more time before we give this the big buzz. Solid, solid. And we want to also look at the inside to make sure there are no ridges on the inside. Looks perfect. Okay. Let's go over pin number 19. And that's it, job's done. I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. All right, so Big Boss reassembled the console. I'm gonna plug the HDMI cable and the power cable and test. All right, it powered on. And what do we see? Nothing, not yet. Big Boss already tested and he confirmed it's working. But we're gonna have to see it here, right there. All right, so that's how you properly solder an HDMI port, pin by pin, and not 19 in one.